औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। In this lecture we will do some problems about what we have studied before. Before means that what we have studied in our previous 3 lectures. No, this is the first problem. As Kronecker delta, we have written that Kronecker delta into matrix form, matrix of 3 by 3 matrix. In similar way, we have another matrix like this. This is given as a 3 by 3 matrix, and this is the notation for 3 by 3 matrix. Then this is the S matrix, and these are 2 indices I and J. They will tell the components like S11, S12, S13, S21, S22, S11, S12, S13, S21, S22, S23, S33, S32, S33, and this is another vector. This is the column vector which you have already seen in your previous classes. This is A1, this is A2, and this is A3. These are 3 components. Now what we have to do, we have to evaluate these things. Part A, B, C, D, E. In part A, what we have to do, we have to find this SII. Now you can see that I is appearing 2 times, so it means that I is dummy, so this thing will be equal to S11 plus S22 plus S33, and this is S11 plus S22 plus S33. So it would be 1 plus 1 plus 3 equals to 5. Now if you go to the second part B, so keep in mind that this is not the simply multiplication of the matrices. This is something else which you will calculate with the help of your concept of indices, that free indices. Now you can see that we have 2 indices I and J. They both are free dummy indices. They both are dummy indices. I is dummy and J is dummy. So what we need to do, we will expand these indices. Now here we have expanded I, S1J plus S2J plus S3J. Now again J will be expanded here. S11 plus S1, this is 1. S12 plus S13 plus S21 plus S23, then plus S31 plus S32, and 33, S33. So S1 is 1, this is 0, S13 is 2. So we are using the values of these S from the matrix given here. So it would be 1 plus 4, 1 like this, and the result will be 28. So if you will just simply multiply the matrices, these 2 matrices, and say that these are, and if you say that this is the simple multiplication, then result will again a matrix. Now you will calculate this C part, similarly D part, then you will calculate this E part. Simply nothing to do, these are J and K are dummy, again M is dummy, here M and both are dummy. Simply you have to expand the indices and using the values given here, S and also from A. This is related with A and this is related with both S and M. You will put the values of S and M from here while calculating this E part. So do all these parts which I have left for your practice, and also you have book and these are the exercises from your book which I have sent you. You can also see these exercises from that book. Now again we have question. Now this question says that if AI is equal to this, AI equals to Qij Aj dash. This is an equation. And by looking at the equation 1, you can say that I is identity. Index I is a free index and index j is a dummy index. In equation 1, I is free and j is dummy. Now we have 3 more equations, equation 2, 3 and 4. Now what we have to do, we have to tell that which equations from 2, 3 and 4 have identical meaning as 1. That instead of 1 we can also write those equations. So let's see that if you will look at equation number 2, what you can see that in equation 2, P is free index and M is dummy index, and equation 1, I is free index and J is dummy index. So we have changed the letter I with P and J with M. So this has the same meaning with equation 1, because if you will open this equation number 1, let's try to open this. If I is 1, then you will have A1 equals to Q1J Aj dash. Now this is one equation, sub equation of this equation number 1. And no, you need to open the summation on J because J is dummy. Then you will have the terms Q1J A1 dash plus Q12 A2 dash plus Q13 A3 dash. Now let's come to the equation number 2. Now open this equation number 2. P is equal to 1. We have A1 equals to Q1 M AM dash. Now we have M dummy. We will expand this M. Q11 A1 dash plus Q12 A2 dash plus Q13 A13 dash. Now after expanding the indices, we have the same result as equation number 1 after expanding the indices. So that in that sense we are saying that because of this we are saying that equation number 2 is similar to equation number 1. No, if you come to the equation number 3, you can see that in equation number 1, free index is at the first position with capital Q, but here we have free index P and dummy index Q, but free index P is at the second position in the subscript of capital Q. So 3 can't have the same meaning as 1 has. So if you will open this, you can see that here we have Q11A1 dash. Here we will have first term is same, Q11A1 dash, because nothing will happen if all indices are same. But second term in equation number 1 is plus Q12A2 dash, but here the second term will be Q21A1 dash, and third term will be plus Q31A1 dash, and here third term will be Q13A3 dash. Here second index is fixed, here first index is fixed. So this 3 is not similar as 1, is not similar to the 1. So that is why we have written 3 has different meaning. Now let's go to the equation number 4. In equation number 4, let's see, we have two indices m and n, where m is dummy and n is free. M is free and n is dummy, but the dummy, the free index m has the same place as in the equation number 1 the free index I has. So this would be the same, this would have the same result as 1 has. So we will say that 4 has identical meaning with 1. Thus as a result, equation number 2 and equation number 4, they both have same meaning as 1 has, and 3 has different meaning. And we have and I have explained that how this 3 has different meaning and how these two equations 2 and 4 have same meaning as 1 has. No, another question. This Q is for question. Another question. Now if you will have this type of equation, Tij equals to 2 mu Eij plus lambda Ekk delta Ij. No, T, E, lambda, delta, these are some quantities. Mu and lambda are scalars. E, delta and T, they have some indices, and mu and lambda have no indices. We will explain these things, that how these are tensors or not, and how lambda and mu are scalars. Now you only need to concentrate on the question. Don't think about the tensors, scalars, vectors at this moment. Now what we have to do, we have to show this A part and B part. What is A part? A part is W is equal to this equals to this. We need to show this thing equals to this. This T is given. So it means that we have to calculate this one. Now W is equal to this, Tij, Eij. No, 1 by 2, and use the value of Tij which is given in the question. There Tij, Eij as it is. Now we will simply open this parenthesis. It would be 2 will cancel out, mu Eij plus lambda Ekk delta Ij Eij. Now this will remain the same, and this is our first term of the result. Now let's go then how we have second term. Now here we will use the result which we have studied in our lecture number 2 or 3, I think. Results of Kronecker delta. As I was saying at that time, that these results will be used in our lectures, in our course, throughout the whole course. upcoming lectures. No, you can, this is the delta and this is any E quantity E with same indices as delta has, so it would be EII. So I'm not going to write this thing explicitly that how we can have this EII with this product delta and E, because I have explained this thing earlier. So first term will remain as it is plus lambda. Now this and this has same meaning. This and this has same meaning. EKK and EI. K is dummy and I is dummy. If you will open this K, you will have E11 plus E12, sorry, E11 plus E22 plus E33, and if you will open this, you would have E11 plus E22 plus E33. So this is the square. You can write K or I. We have written K because in the question we have K. So this is the right side of part A of this question. Now you have to do the part B by yourself in a similar fashion. You have to do this thing. Simply you need to do is you have to Tij and Tij. You will write these Tij into again Tij and simply multiply the components, multiply the terms. I should say terms, multiply the terms. No, like Kronecker delta, we have another symbol which is called permutation symbol. Epsilon ijk. This is called the permutation symbol, and this permutation symbol is denoted by with this epsilon ijk. In Kronecker delta symbol, we have delta with two indices, and we have defined that delta ij equals to 1 or 0. 1 when I is equal to j, and 0 when I is not equal to j. Now in this case, we have three indices I, j and k, and we are defining that this permutation symbol has three values: 1 plus 1 minus 1 or 0. Like delta has two values, plus 1 or 0. It has three values, plus 1, minus 1 and 0. Now it depends on the permutation of 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, that I, j and k, they have values 1, 2 or 3. I is varying from 1 to 3, j is also varying from 1 to 3, and k is also varying from 1 to 3. That is why we have written permutation of 1, 2, 3. No, plus 1, this thing will be equal to plus 1, and value of this permutation symbol will be plus 1 when according to whether I, j, k. No, we have written these three cases. According to the whether I, j, k form an even permutation of 1, 2, 3, then value of this will be plus 1. And if I, j, k form an odd permutation of 1, 2, 3, I will tell on the next page that what does this even and odd mean. And 0 when they don't form a permutation. No, when we have even permutation of 1, 2, 3 plus 1, odd permutation of 1, 2, 3 minus 1, and when we have don't permutation, we will have 0. No, plus 1. When would be the plus 1 value of these? No, epsilon 1, 2, 3 will be plus 1. This is an even permutation. 1, then 2, then 3, a cycle. 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 1, a cycle, or 3, 1, 2. This is the same cyclic that we are going. For understanding, you can have this by anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, plus 1, 2, 3, 1, plus 1, 3, 1, 2, again plus 1. And when there is something like this, that if you have 1, 2, 3, and if you have 1, 3, 2, first 1, then 3, then 2, again if you have like this 3, 2, 1 or 2, 1, 3, it would be minus 1. That you are breaking the cycle. Like if 1, first 1, then 2, then 3, and if you have first 1, then 3, then 2, so it will be minus 1. And this is the odd permutation. We have 3 odd permutations, 3 even permutations. For 3 even permutations we have plus 1, and for 3 odd permutations we have minus 1. And when we have no permutation means that when we have any repetition of even a single element, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, or all are repeated, they all have values 0. So like this, as Kronecker delta we have 9 components. For this we will have 27 components. In Kronecker delta you can have how that has 9, 3 coming from that I variation of ij, and ij is 1, 2, 3, that we have 3 dimension, and 2 is that we have 2 indices I and j. 3 power 2, 9, and here we have 3 power 3 because we have 3 indices I, j and k. So 3 power 3 is 27. So we will have 27 indices. Well, this is the general form. I, j, k, again j, k, I equals to k, I, j. These 3 are equal with plus. And now if you will change this, minus is coming from here, is when you will change this ji. This is like this, that epsilon 1, 2, 3 will be equal to minus time 1, 3, 2. Then these are the equal with minus sign, and this is equal to plus 1, this is equal to minus epsilon 1, 3, 2. Ji k, like this, minus, you can have this from here ik, and last one from a kj minus. This is in general, as these have, that you can write 1, 2, 3 equals to minus time 1, 3, 2, or 3, 2, 1, or 2, 1, 3. All the even permutations are equal and value is plus 1. All the odd permutations are equal and value minus 1. No, its uses. As we have made use of delta for E1 for the dot product of basis unit vectors, perpendicular unit vectors E1, E2 and E3, where we have written E1 EI dot EJ equals to delta Ij in delta Ij. Similarly here we will write about the cross product, that if the cross product of these E1, E2 and E3, what will be the results, that how we can use this epsilon for the result of the cross product. Now we know that E1 cross E2 equals to E3. This is E1, this is minus E3, form, because we are taking E1 E to form a right-handed triad. This is 0 E1 cross E1. Now all this can be written in this form: Ei cross Eij equals to epsilon ijk ek. Ijk ek. Ij and first two indices of epsilon are Ij, third is k and ek. Now if you want to calculate this one, what you will do, you will do E1 cross E2 and it would be epsilon 1 to k ek. Now you will open the summation on k and you will have the result E3. 1 2, if k is 1, first term is 0, plus if k is 2, second term is 0, and then k3, epsilon 1 2 3 and E3 plus, and epsilon 1 2 3 is plus 1, so you will have plus 1. Similarly you can write this, because this is equal to this and this is equal to this. These three are from here, these three are same, so you write this or this have same meaning. But you can't write this, you cannot write this Jik instead of, you can't write Ei cross Ej equals to epsilon Jik ek. The result will not be right. No, A cross B. Let's see A cross B. We will calculate A cross B. Now we have A and B are vectors, so we can write A is equal to Ai Ei. This would be A1 E1 plus A2 E2 plus A3 E3, like B. Now we will calculate their cross product A cross B. This is A cross B equals to, now Ai and Bj, Ai Bj, they both are the scalars, so we can take these out, Ai Bj, and we have Ei cross Ej equals to, now Ei cross Ej equals to this, so we can write this. Now this is the A cross B. Now this is the exercise number exercise 2A7 of the exercise. This is the problem of the exercise and which is 2A7. We will do this thing after this. Now we have some questions about this epsilon. This is a vector A, this is vector B, and this is S. Let us calculate this. If Tij this, calculate this. If this and this and this. Now first we will do the equation A part. We will have to calculate these 9 components, whole matrix. So it would have 9 components of T11. T11 will be equal to epsilon 11 AK. Now you will expand the K. By expanding the K, you will have all terms 0, because you will have repetition. You can see that 1 1 is repeating, so 0, 2 2 is repeating, 0 3 3 is repeating, 0, so no need to expand K. Similarly T1 2, I have written 2 terms, 1 2 1, 1 2 2 plus 1 2 3. These 2 terms are 0, and this will be 1 2 3 is plus 1, and A3 is given here. A3 is 0. So T1 2 0. Similarly T1 3 T1 3 T3 1. And after finding these 9 components, you have the matrix Tij, which I did not write. You can write this matrix T and do the part C and part B and C. No, again we have exercise question of exercise. Now this is A, this is matrix B, this is matrix C. Now what we have to do, we have to demonstrate the equivalence of the following subscripted equations and the corresponding equations. Now we have to show the equivalence, that these two are the same. Now we have these. Now you can see that you can calculate this equation. What is your D is equals to transpose of P. Taking the transpose, you will have D. Now you have to show that you have the same D as you will calculate with the help of these subscript equations. Let's do the part A. Now you will calculate all the 9 components, D11, D12, D13, and this is the transpose of P, and you will have this. Now you will have the same these 9 components which you have calculated with the help of this subscripted equation. That D11 is 2, D12 is 0, D13 is 0, D21 is 3, D22 5, D23 0, D13 31 0, D32 1, and D33 plus 1. Now you have to do this thing for all other parts, other 5 parts. Now thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.